Hello, my fellow countrymen in Barbados and throughout the Eastern Caribbean, but especially to all the devastation, the violence, the murders, the grab for land and property that belongs to others in Barbados. 3 years ago, I warned you of a person that take hold of power, and I labeled her Jezebel. I explained that because Jezebel was the queen of King Ahab, who was a very covetous man, and he wanted the possession of a poor man named Naboth. And Naboth decided that he cannot sell all the family heritage and his small vineyard. It was supposed to pass down through the generations. So what Ahab did, he went in and he sulked like a child when it don't get its way. And then his wicked queen Jezebel said, I'll get it for you. So what she did is especially what Mia Martley is doing now. So I call her modern day Jezebel because Jezebel went and took the king's signet ring. Today they'll call that the outer pen. And she dropped a forged document and went out in the public square and get some good-for-nothing men to sign it and say that Naboth cursed God so he could be stoned to death. She used deception, and then she went and tell the king, Naboth is dead, go and take the land. So she used that deceptive practices to take away the possession of the poor man, the same thing Mia Martley is doing in Barbados. And hence I call her modern day Jezebel. And everything she do is deceptive and fraudulent. And so now Barbados is seeing what? Bloodshed, unrest, civil unrest, murder after murder, crime after crime. Well, what happened to Jezebel? God made Jehu went and exact punishment to her, and also to Ahab and his whole family met a final fate. So I want you all to focus on Revelation chapter 2. Revelation chapter 2, starting at verse 18. And to the angel of the congregation of Thyatira write, these are the things that the Son of God says. He who has eyes like a fiery flame, and his feet are like fine copper. I know your deeds and your love, and your faith and ministry and endurance, and that your deeds of late are more than those formerly. Nevertheless, I say it 3 times for emphasis. I'm going to say it one more time. Nevertheless, I do hold this against you, that you tolerate that woman Jezebel, who calls herself a prophetess and teaches and misleads my slaves to commit fornication and to eat things sacrificed to idols. And I gave her time to repent, but she is not willing to repent of her fornication and her sinful deeds. Look, I am about to throw her into a sick bed, and those committing adultery with her into great tribulation, unless they repent of her deeds. And her children I will kill with deadly plague, so that all the congregation will know that I am he who searches the kidneys and hearts. And I will give to you individually according to your deeds. Now you understand that? This is what is happening in Barbados. Because you keep tolerating a deceptive queen bee called Mia Motley, who is rife in fraudulent practices. And all those who, like those men who signed that fake document to rob the poor man of his vineyard, and all the fake documents and land deeds that being created by this administration to push down people's houses and steal the land and leave the people impoverished, and are having vice cartel and all these raunchy people coming into the island and skinning up themselves naked and horrible, and all this immorality. Then you have what? It says tribulation will come into the land, and the children will be killed off. Bloodshed, death, destruction, chaos and disorder. And unless you people decide to get rid of modern day Jezebel, the murders, the crime, the violence will not cease. Will not cease. I'm again warning you to stop tolerating that woman Jezebel, aka Mia Motley.